given the landscape and how that impacts program building and predictability, does that make your what does that do to your job, I guess?
Yeah, I want to be clear. I'm not avoiding the talk about landscape. I'm only saying that I think it's the position I'm in. It's the veteran SEC remaining coach. I don't mind talking or speaking to it. All I'm saying is that events like this, it eats the air and takes away from what actually wins and loses football games. I respect the fact that the landscape matters. And I do think that it matters the position that the senior veteran coaches across the country take, okay? Now with that, I need that question again.
Well, talk about the landscape however you want, but
Right.
How does it impact a
Head
coach's ability to produce a program, basically?
Right.
You know, especially when you don't know what's going to be going on in 3 years or 3 months.
Yeah, I don't know that we knew that 10 years ago. We didn't know what was going to be going on 3 years. It's changing more rapid, yes, okay? But what wins football game has not changed. Has the role of the head coach changed? If you want it to, it can. You can be as involved in offense, defense, and coaching and remove yourself from all this changing landscape, or you can dive over here and spend your time over here in the changing landscape and try to navigate it better and let your coaches coach. Each coach has to decide within their own program what they want to major in, because you cannot sit back, let's call it 8 years ago, 6 years ago, pre-COVID, I would say, and say that I'm just going to do this. Okay, I'm going to focus on this and just do this. You've got to be able to wear multiple hats, more than I ever imagined, okay? But you got to choose which hats you want to wear the best. And maybe that's dictated by the strength of your staff, right? Like if you've got really strong continuity and coaches and X and O's and schemes and recruiters, then you go focus on the relationships with the players. You go focus on maybe raising money and doing things with donors. You have to choose what you want to, and I think that's the strength of our program. I'm not afraid to change what we need to change to be successful. And if I need to spend more time with one player because he plays harder and less time with the offensive staff or the offensive coordinator, the defensive staff, or the special team, I'm willing to do that. I don't have an ego that says you have to do it my way. I want to hear how you want to do it, and let's find the best way. But what I am worried about is what kind of product do we put on the field in terms of physicality, toughness, all those things, how we practice. That's non-negotiables for me. The landscape piece, that's kind of over here on the side. And if you get really lost and caught up in landscape and you're constantly arguing and fussing and complaining and tweeting and doing all that, guess what you're not worried about? What matters. And we're going to worry about what matters first at our place.
Coach, we'll go